Right, so a couple of changes to the dry bed. I've taken the Washingtonia robusta palm that was in there and the one that was up near the other palms at the house there. They don't like wet feet, so I've planted them there about 2 weeks ago. I just switched them over to here, and I've dug in lots of stone and sand, a little bit of compost. They had a great root system. The root system was great, but when I uncovered them, I had these wrapped up like Musa Bazio, thinking that they were going to be protected, and they were actually in a bad state. Now, so what I've done was just to protect them from the bad weather. I've put in the fleece just down around the base of the plant and put some pallet wrap cling film over the top to let the light through, because I think I mentioned it before in a video, the Washingtonias, they need, probably could be the same for all palms, they need light to get to them. They can't be wrapped up like the bananas. You can see this one here is worse for wear. I've clipped off the worst of the leaves. They're still green there. They're looking rough, so hopefully they'll make it. Now, a couple of changes here with the bamboo. These aren't clumping bamboos, and I've been thinking about it. I don't want this whole area to be, this path, I don't want to be cast into shade totally. So I seen a video, I've seen that bamboo barrier, and it's quite expensive, and I had some old barrels, plastic barrels. These are solid, and that's probably over a foot there. So I'm actually going to take the bamboos that are up here, because they're spreading bamboos, they'll just take over the whole area. I'm going to bury these sections of barrel into the ground, make use of them, and plant them into that, and I'll get another piece for that bamboo there. So if you have, and you'll pick them up in the trade ads. You'll pick up barrels and stuff like that. You get these, get a saw or whatever, you can cut them and just cut them in half, and you can use them as barriers to contain the bamboo. The tetrapanics I've taken out because there's so much shade up there around the patio area, and I've put that in where the Washingtonia was. It's lost all its leaves, but this they look a bit bashed now, probably from the dogs or something. There's another growing point here, so I'm going to leave that there. It's going to be in full sun here. Right, so there's the barrel barrier. That's going to be barrier to the bamboo. And I transfer all the soil compost back in, cover it up, and hopefully it'll help prevent it from getting taken over the place. Because I want to plant up this area as well with other plants. Lots of stuff to go in. Right, so that's the first one done, covered back over. You wouldn't even know that the barrier was there. We'll do this one next. Right, so was going to do that, but I just thought it'd be easier to do the small one here. You just see that barrier there. Coming back over. That's those two done. And I'm going to cut one of the big barrels across the way there and drop it into one of these. Drop it in underneath this one. Right, so I've been tipping away at night when I've come home from work, and I think that the last vid I did around hit this end, the ground cover was just going on, so I was able to get some stone. I've run out of stone. I'm just using these sleepers to hem in this kind of purple stone here. They'll be coming out when I get some more stone. And I've got this far. I've only, I don't know, another 10-12 feet to go. And I can link up here with the path here. And I'll link the path going all the way around. So there'll be a circular walkway, path all the way around the dry bed. Still have to clear this area out. The gravel and the stone will be coming all the way down to here. Cordyline australis didn't do anything for the winter, and they look perfect. In good nick. Hopefully I'll get some nice big stones, maybe boulders. Do kind of a clumps of stones just to break up that flat kind of moon look, beach look there with all the gravel and sand. Right, so I just seen the video there, and this is quite a large agave, and I think it's agave americana, variegated. There's a couple of pups under there, so that's going to be going out into the gravel bed, dry bed. Ooh, it's sharp. But the reason why I'm after putting those barriers around those bamboos, I don't want them getting out of control, because I want to plant up some loquats there as well. They'll do well, and they should do well in the sun. And you might have seen that there's other plants out there popping up out of the euphorbias. Nina, come on. We've had them for years, just self-seeding around the place. And the euphorbia is like a dry bed, sunny bed as well. And these ones here, they're just self-seeding. No protection whatsoever over the winter. I have a honey spurge up, and it has to be moved. And that won't be going into this bed, it'll be going into another dry bed over there.